Today we'll be making a beat to send to an artist to have them lay some vocals over. I'm going for something with an emotional melodic piano. I'm thinking along the lines of a Juice World or Lil Baby type beat. And basically I'll just show my approach to cooking up a beat for another artist. A big trap that a lot of producers fall into is overproducing their beats. Really all you need is one or two instruments and some drums. I know that a lot of my early beats had like 5 to 10 different instruments, and that's way too much in most cases. At that point, there really isn't any room for an artist to do their thing with the beat, because there's already so much going on with it. But anyway, let's get into the cook-up. I opened up the LA Custom Piano in Keyscape, and I'm going to lay down a simple 1-7-6 chord progression in the key of E minor. Here's what I came up with. Now I'm going to take that pattern clip, duplicate it, and make it unique so I can have two different versions of the piano. On this one I'm going to make it a bit more busy with the addition of a top line melody. Here's what I came up with. Now it's time for some effects. First I'm adding this VHS effect to give the melody a lo-fi texture. Next I'm applying this effect rack preset to add a bit of ambience. And lastly I'm cutting the lows and slightly boosting the mids to add a bit more body to the piano. Here's what the piano sounds like now. Next I pulled up this flute in Contact and I laid down this counter melody. I added some effects. First I applied some isotope vinyl, next I cut the highs with an EQ, and then I applied some reverb. Lastly I made an automation clip with an EQ to lower the volume when I hold the sustained note on the flute, because I want it to fade out a bit. Here's what it sounds like now. And here's what it sounds like in the context of the loop. I laid down a clap. I made a simple two-step hat pattern. I added an open hat. I made some hat rolls. I laid down a perk. I made this kick pattern. I made this 808 melody. Here's what the drums sound like all together. After I had a rough mix of the beat, I sent it off to Yonko to record some vocals, and he sent me back this.
Jay made the beat so we mixing them perfect. Bitch, I'm hot, bitch, I'm really hot. Let me cool off in the night, turn into a beast. I'm in Shulon, blackout, woke up out of space like Jimmy Neutron.
I added a bunch of EQ, reverb, compression, little alter boy, a flanger, and I ended up with a mix sounding something like this.
J made the beat, so we mixing them perfect.
Bitch, I'm hot, bitch, I'm really hot. Let me cool off in the night, turn into a beast. I'm in Shulon, blackout, woke up out of space like Jimmy Neutron. Cash out, make enough money to put the group on.
Over the next day or so, I came back to the mix a few times to tweak it with fresh ears. Because if you work on a mix for too long, I find that you start losing objectivity and become blind to any weak spots in the mix. Anyway, I encourage everybody to check out Yonko's Spotify. I imagine he'll eventually upload this track that we worked on today. Add it to a playlist if you like it. I'll leave a link below to his Spotify so that it's easier to find. With all of that out of the way, let's see what we've come up with.
J made the beat, so we mixing them perfect.
Bitch, I'm hot, bitch, I'm really hot. Let me cool off in the night, turn into a beast. I'm in Shulon, blackout, woke up out of space like Jimmy Neutron. Cash out, make enough money to put the group on. That's right. I'm a home team, we don't switch sides. That's right. Smoking OG till I capsize. That's right. I'm a Sith Lord from the dark side. Alright, gotta watch the snakes till you cross-eyed. Suicide, door suicide, drive through the night, glide by my side. I'm finna ride, I'm finna slide. Niggas talking high, bitches open wide. I get checks now, I'm a cash cow. Got 100 round, pull a lay you down. I'm a rock star, I like fast cars. Treat the highway like it's NASCAR. I'm on go, all I hear is talking. I know they don't want the smoke. Catch me outside with the heater and the coat. Feel like Popeye, smoke some spinach and I'm swole. Catch me topside with the heathens getting thrown. Catch me topside with the heathens getting thrown. Yeah. If you don't ride, you get kicked up on the boat. Yeah. They know I'm it when they hit us, they gon' float. Bitch, I'm hot, bitch, I'm really hot. Let me cool off in the night, turn into a beast. I'm in Shulon, blackout, woke up out of space like Jimmy Neutron. Cash out, make enough money to put the group on. That's right. I'm a home team, we don't switch sides. That's right. Smoking OG till I capsize. That's right. I'm a Sith Lord from the dark side. Alright, gotta watch this